I am so upset right now that I had to make this video. I completely destroyed my RTX A2000 and my MS-01 in one foul swoop. Let's get into this. So without further delay, I have a video out there. Sorry for the new setup. I'm trying to make a video where you could see my whole table and just not my face. Um, so I have a video on my channel where I did a custom cooling for this. I bought it from Nerdware. Still love the custom cooling, but this is the RTX A2000. My goal was to put the A2000 into the MS-01 and use it as a Plex server. And there was a lot of comments. The video went kind of, had a lot of popularity to it, but people wanted to see a little bit more as far as benchmarks, which is totally understandable, and also to see whether the cooler made a difference. Anyway, so I was in the process of doing these benchmarks and, setting up for the benchmarks, and I took out the video card. I don't know why I took out the video card. I took out the video card from the MS-01 to kind of tell somebody about this cooler, to kind of just show it off, to really kind of show how much I do like it. And then all of a sudden, when I went to put it back in, I heard some rattling in here. And I was like, well, that's strange. It sounded like something plastic. So I was like, why is there something rattling in here? So I turned it upside down, and lo and behold, I don't know if you can see this, and if you can't, I will put some pictures up. These 4 iron little dots came out, and it took me a while to focus on them to try to figure out what they were. And when I saw them, I didn't really know what they were, so I took a picture, and I'll put the picture up so you guys could see a closer look of what they are. I had to actually put into ChatGPT to kind of figure out what these things are, and it finds out that they are surf-mounted capacitors. That's right, surf-mounted capacitors. So per ChatGPT, I'm just going to read it because you can probably see it here. You can actually see the picture here of how I, maybe I could make it a little bigger and you could kind of see it a little bit. Maybe not. Anyway, so what ChatGPT says is these components look like surface mount capacitors or surface mounted inductors, which are commonly used in electronics for filtering, energy storage, and stabilizing voltage. They're small, rectangular, and often fall off when solder joints are weakened due to heat stress or manufacturer issues. If they fell out of your computer, they were likely part of the motherboard or graphics card. So there's the motherboard and here's the graphics card. These components are critical, and their absence might cause performance issues or hardware failure. So basically, this is bricked. Yep. I can't exactly find out where these capacitors came from, because if you try to look at the capacitors, the card and the board have the same type of capacitors. Like literally, they look the freaking same. The same exact type of capacitors that fell out of here that are on the table look exactly. I find them in here and I find them in there. And truthfully, to look to where they broke off in soldering, I mean, this looks like a Where's Waldo situation. So I guess I could plug my video card into some computer and risk it burning out, but I don't want it to risk the components on another computer, because I don't want this to overheat or do something, critical to another computer. And this, I guess I could plug it in and see if there's any issues with the motherboard on this, which I guess would frankly tell me right away if there's an issue. So, completely upset about this because it literally rendered, I mean, this thing was like, I don't even know, $500-600. And, the way that I have this set up is probably another like $800 because I have 96 gigs of RAM in here and I got it kind of souped up. So I wanted to make this video. I wanted to let people know that be careful. So, let me put this down for a second. Let me put this over here so you guys. So the way I did it was, this fits very snugly in here. Okay. and you kind of, when it drops in, it just drops in. Like there's no room for your fingers to kind of keep this, elevated. So you kind of align it, and then you push it in, and that's the same thing coming out. You push it out, and then you take it out. So there's really no way for you to elevate it and control the descent of it. I mean, it's even kind of stuck now, and control the descent of it. So it kind of does some scraping on there. Now, as I struggle to get this out, now what made me kind of feel better is that there are two little, right in here, there are two little sponges over here that kind of, I was hoping, the video card sits on to kind of slide in. But at this point, I'm not sure if that did anything at all, so I'm hoping that it came from the video card, but at this point it doesn't really freaking matter because I have no idea where they came from. I'm not that much of an electrician to figure out, where they came from. So at this point, I don't even know if I could do a warranty exchange on either one of these items, because I would guess that this qualifies as physical damage, and if it's this, it would also qualify as aftermarket, modding, I guess. So at this point, these things are kind of bricked. I don't know what to do with these at this point, except come on here and advise people to be careful when you do something like this, and voice my frustration on having such a sweet setup and being broken by 4 capacitors that I just rubbed the wrong way, and it just fell off of one of these devices, and now everything's tanked. So, if you enjoy my pain, please do me a favor. Give me a like, give me a comment. Maybe you guys know some computer repair shops in the New York area that would actually be able to fix this, or some ideas on how I can get this fixed, because truthfully, it was really a sweet setup. We had an A2000, 12 gigs. We had an MS-01 with 96 gigs, 2 terabyte NVMe drives on here. I mean, this thing was a beast, and I was really trying to get some benchmarks off of it to try to, see how good this was. So anyway, I hope this serves as a warning for everybody. I don't know if you guys like the new camera angle where, it's like this. Maybe it's a little better. I don't know. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching. Thanks for everybody who subscribes to the channel. Again, I hope you guys have a good night, and Merry Christmas. Bye.